Coming off the break week, we finally have chapter 1029. This video contains the latest manga spoilers, so hop onto my other videos to avoid hearing major spoilers. So at the beginning of the chapter, we start getting some slight clarifications on Sanji's power-up situation. Queen's trying to figure out how Sanji broke his sword with no effort, thinking it was hockey at first but realizing it wasn't, but probably something that felt very similar. Queen remembers what Judge intended to create with his research, humans that were more durable, had increased healing factors, and enhanced physical strength. I just want to note this part, these three enhancements that Judge was trying to achieve, excluding Sanji, can be seen to be naturally possible with Luffy and Zoro and other humans, though obviously something that normally needs to be trained and not just given at birth. And also noting that the durability was in the form of something that felt very similar to hockey. Then the last thing Queen says, topped off with hearts of ice. This line excited me a lot because of my script that I already had written for Sanji. I wish I could just post it right now, but it would probably be up on my YouTube on Sunday. But that being said, it seems like from my perspective, the Hearts of Ice is the trade-off to get the previous mentioned enhancements. From Judge's perspective, a Heart of Ice is a good thing, but we already saw the shortcomings of this aspect when the Vinsmokes were going to be executed and had no reaction. And throughout One Piece, we've seen how powerful a Heart of Fire is. In fact, there's a theme of life and fire throughout One Piece, that it almost seems like by smothering it, you're just ensuring death. Even more so because Brook taps into the chills of the underworld to freeze people. So based on this part of the chapter, I can't wait to finish my Sanji video and post it. It's kind of crazy the timeline of the releases and how it's matching with how I want to release my videos. Nice teamwork, Oda! Anyways, then we get to the second part of the chapter involving Kid and Hawkins. I just want to note, Hawkins' power is some BS that is insane, and I doubt he's actually going to die, but I wouldn't be mad about it because then I wouldn't have to worry about explaining his power. But because of the nature of his power, I don't think Hawkins will actually die. The primary reason being that his power is the paramecia for straw. I'm doing a background on like lore surrounding straw for the future Devil Fruit videos, but the true nature of his power almost feels similar to Vanessa's Thread of Fate from Black Clover. Then on top of that, when you think of straw, you can't not think of straw hats, and even more than that, the giant straw hat that Eam had. Straw definitely has some kind of important symbolism in the show. What if these hats were actually made by a previous holder of the straw fruit? What if the straw hats actually were connected by fate to something or someone else? Also, maybe I missed it, but if Hawkins can manipulate straw, couldn't he technically warp Luffy's hat? Moving on from this, the chapter ends with Law and Kid finally being able to properly face off with Big Mom. Mainly Kid, since Law had to tank for Kid while he was down, but according to Hawkins' foreshadowing powers, seems like Kid's gonna solo Big Mom, which I don't think will happen the way it sounds like, because Katakuri wanted Luffy to beat her, and I want Luffy to finally damage her with his Conqueror's Rio. I honestly want to see Luffy go back to Whole Cake Island, eat all of her sweets in front of her, and be like, and what you gonna do about it, bozo? I'm the king of the pirates. Expectations for the next chapter probably have Sanji run to Nami or Robin, and he gets all hard eyes, something like that to make him realize he isn't losing his emotions. I'm not too sure what Queen is doing, like Queen has always been a straight up troll for his crew, like it almost makes me wonder if he's still hiding more strength or he just doesn't care. That's probably why King low-key hates Queen. And in like the next two chapters, it feels like we're gonna transition into like the end game of this arc. It definitely feels like something heavy is about to go down. Recently, or at least throughout the time skip, Oda has been throwing in a time constraint to the last part of almost every arc, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get one soon to put pressure on the last leg of this arc, using the floating island or explosives. As always, thank you guys for connecting with me. Looking forward to sharing the next part vision.